Hello everybody, this is the Vikstrand. Do you remember in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood when Leonardo DiCaprio went off to Italy to shoot an Italian James Bond movie? Would you like to know how that felt? Would you like to see an Italian James Bond? My suggestion is don't. The case is because I am going to review today an actual Italian James Bond movie. Sometimes it's known as Operation Kid Brother, but I think that is an even lamer title than anybody could ever have, imagined. I much prefer the much more awkwardly awesome title, Operation 007. So our main character in this Italian James Bond movie is played by Sean Connery's brother. Yeah, that's right, Neil Connery. And he's actually called Neil, not that Neil. Although now I want to see that and only that for all eternity. I'm Neil. He's not a secret agent. They actually lean into the fact how dumb this is by acknowledging that he's the brother of a super famous spy, and he's a plastic surgeon who can hypnotize people and read lips. Well, what? What the hell? So anyway, Thanatos is our Spectre for this movie, and they have a plan to take over the world, of course. So, because the world's most famous spy is busy doing other things, then I guess we have Neil to take care of us, I assume. What follows is a confusing plot with that feels like a James Bond movie without the budget, without the great action sequence, without the snappy comebacks, without anything that even resembles what a normal movie would, have. It's not very good, you guys. It isn't terrible or anything, but I am often very confused of why I'm seeing stuff and why this is happening. Now that the story itself and the ground plot is actually not that bad. It could have been worked into a Daniel Craig era James Bond. It wouldn't have felt out of place at all. Small tweaks here and there and it would have worked. Now we just have a budget James Bond movie that is bad. It is really bad. I mean, sure, the guy who played Largo in Thunderbolt is our, villain, and that's fine. And we have Bernard Lee and Loie Maxwell playing almost themselves, which is fun. But apart from that, I see no reason to see this movie. It is a lame. What just happened? This is a lame and cheap and silly movie that has really no laughs or thrills for you. It is just a bad movie. It's an Italian James Bond movie, and it is exactly as bad as you would think it would do. Now, I have seen so many terrible movies in my life that if I would only have seen this movie and nothing everything else, I would have given this movie a much more terrible rating. But I'm giving this movie 14. It isn't awful or anything like that. I like the fact that they lean into how silly this is, and some jokes actually kind of land, but most of them don't do. And most of the time you're just reminded of that you'd rather watch a Sean Connery style James Bond movie instead for this fucking nonsense. Well, that's it for today. See you next time from, well, so-and-so reviewing, well, such and such. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.